Good morning, guys. No, my videos are coming out about a day. They're scheduled to come out a day after I actually upload them. So today is actually September 11th, the day I'm recording this video. This is September 11th of 2025. September 11th of 2021, or 2001, America changed. Many of the people that watch my channel, I know the demographics. It's older people that experienced September 11th. A lot of you know how our world, our country, we watched the attacks, we seen the towers fall, we seen the Pentagon get hit, we seen Flight 93 go down in Pennsylvania. But we all came together. We let our differences aside, and we all came together. And as a kid, as a young teenager at the time, it amazed me. It amazed me to go to a church that typically only had 50, 60 people in the pews. It amazed me to see it go from 50, 60 people to some Sundays having to basically sit in a spot that you normally wouldn't sit because there were so many people, new people coming into church. I've seen a country strive, a country come together, a country become one nation under God. But since God has seems like it's getting pushed further and further out of people's lives again. And as it happens, we see a continuance of horrendous acts. School shootings like no one believed. I remember Columbine. If you really look back, Columbine was the school shooting that people talked about for years. I don't remember the exact date, but I remember it was a long time before I can ever think of hearing of another school shooting, probably 10, 15 years. Now, shootings are just happening. School shootings just seem to be happening almost weekly anymore. The threat of school shootings, whether they're getting played out or not, it's a weekly thing. It's honestly disheartening to see the shape our country is in, and then I see assassination attempts on multiple political figures. The one carried out on Charlie Kirk yesterday. I appreciated Charlie Kirk. He started his whole movement on believing that you should be able to go and speak the truth. He started his movement on speaking the gospel. And somehow or another wound up in politics while doing so. And he got assassinated for it. He spoke what he believed was the truth. But now we're in a country where if you oppose certain people's beliefs, they feel you should be able to just be killed. I seen people on Facebook last night celebrating a man's death. Celebrating. Taking words that he said, twisting them up into their own little thing like they like to do. And they were celebrating the man's death. I find that sickening. I really do. That we're at a point in time to where people are celebrating a death. I think back 24 years ago, September 11th, September 12th. I think on September 11th, people were still kind of shocked, but come September 12th, people were bonded. People were strong. People didn't care what your race, religion, political views. Nobody cared. I've seen people greeting other people with smiles. I've seen people greeting other complete strangers with just a handshake or a hug. I've seen people bonded. I kind of wish we could go back to that time, but anymore, everything's so politically wrapped that people are willing to kill to make a political statement. These cowards go into gun-free zones to protest guns, and they kill innocent people. This isn't the Wild West, and I say it that way because these people are going in hiding, or they're going into gun-free zones and shooting in hopes that they don't get caught. It's a crazy thought, and I know I'm probably going to drag this video out longer than I should, but I sit back and I reflect, and I see what's going on in today's world compared to what was 24 years ago. Even before September 11th. I know there have always been political differences. There's always been racial differences, religious differences. But it was never to the point that I see today. The fact that people are willing to the fact that you have to be scared to send your kids to school. You have to be scared to go to a concert. I see these Charlie Kirk events. His beliefs was he shouldn't really need to have presidential type security. Anybody should, he believed anybody should be able to come and debate him. It's my understanding he did not sell tickets to his events. It was a walk-in type deal. And we shouldn't have to sell tickets. We shouldn't have to go through metal detectors to go into an event. We shouldn't. What we have in our country right now, whether you want to believe it or not, it is not a gun issue. It is a mental illness issue that we really have in our country. Part of the mental issue that I see is entitlement. People don't get their way, and their first reaction is death. We live in a very much a cyber realistic world, I guess, way to say it. So many people live, I guess, virtual. People live off of video games. They live off of TV. They live off of social media. They don't live life. They don't value life. There is no value in life on TV. No value in life on video games, except for your own. It really is sickening to see the society in the way that it is today. One of my biggest prayers right now is to start seeing some sort of peace in our society. It really becomes disheartening, and I know I'm repeating myself right now, but it becomes disheartening when you had to fear for your kids going to school, you had to worry about being able to go somewhere and some psychopath come in and just start shooting strangers. for no reason. You have to worry about some psychopath going into an elementary school or just a school in general and just start shooting for no reason. You have to worry about going to a public speaking event and worry about somebody just shooting for no reason. And then people will turn around and celebrate it. They'll use it for political uses. I don't see people doing this to express political differences. I see people doing it to create political violence, to try to scare and silence people that oppose their views. That's not America. All this fascism and communism and social, all this stuff that's getting told that, basically what, when a conservative steps in a room, they get called a fascist or communist or whatever. That's what's being pushed on us when we cannot go out and express freedom of speech, when our rights are being taken away. Charlie expressed freedom of speech. He supported the Second Amendment, the right to bear arms. These are people trying to silence that. They're using guns to create violence. I have several guns. I won't lie. I got several guns. All hunting guns. Never once have those guns come out of the safe and shot anybody. Some of those guns are old enough to have just been stored underneath the bed. And I say that because most of these guns were our fathers, grandparents, back when guns didn't have to be locked up. There was young people. If I have people younger than 25, there was a time, even in my youth, that it wasn't rare to see kids showing up to school with gun racks with shotguns and rifles in their pickup trucks. Teachers showing up to school with guns in their pickup trucks or even in their cars. It was a thing. Guns were at school. You could take a knife to school. Columbine changed that. Where these shootings are happening, guns are illegal to start with. Sorry if this video is going out longer. My heart's hurt today. It really is. I am absolutely at a loss at what's going on in the world today. I get up today, September 11th, 2025. A little heartbroken. And I think the events of September 10th of 2025 is kind of like the straw that broke the camel's back. People throw out I see all over social media people upset over Charlie Kirk's death. I see people, you're probably nowhere near upset over the school shooting that happened September 10th, 2025. Most people are upset over every school shooting, as people should be. It should never happen. Senseless deaths shouldn't happen. It's not a gun issue. We smelt down every single gun in America. Get rid of them. Then it'll be a knife issue. It'll be a baseball bat issue. There'll be people using cars as weapons issue, which is already an issue. It is a mental health issue driven by entitlement. I could probably go an hour discussing the disgust that I see in the world today, in America. The godless, the people that run away from God, say they're good people and turn around and kill people because they support the killing of people because they oppose their beliefs. Charlie Kirk didn't speak hate and fascism. He spoke truth and love as the Bible stated it. I didn't agree with 100% everything he said, but he spoke what he's seen as truth. He opposed the colleges and ideologies that colleges push. So, sorry for the rant, sorry for the rambling. I'm going to try to move on and start an actual trucking video. So y'all stay safe out there. God bless you. Go out and try to do some good today. Shake a stranger's hand. Hold a door open for somebody. See somebody having a bad day, just go up and give a random person a hug today if you can. Pray over a stranger. Not just say, I'll pray for you. Pray. Pray for yourself. It's perfectly acceptable. Pray for yourself. Pray for understanding. Pray for strength. Pray that you can help others.